Grayfayden coming back for a rerun of Winners Finals.
Back for a rerun of Winners Finals and a many Quick Draw Brawl Finals as well.
Yes,
Both of these players go back and forth constantly. Usually, I believe, recently, Grayfayden's been on a pretty good like second place to first place winning streak for the past couple months.
Yes.
But Salty, whenever he was coming down to DFW frequently a few weeks ago, he would usually either come first or second and lose to Oradude here. But usually he would be beating GreyFaiden. So, looks like a button check. We're just going to be chilling here, just making sure everything is all okay, all good.
Exactly, and in times like this, you want to make sure your buttons are working. You better not take any chances here. Akatsuki versus Nanase. Swapping back is interesting to me. Of course, I'm sure they covered it already, but Salty really likes those run-ups, stagger pressures with the 5As, the 2As, likes to challenge, set up those meaty fireballs. You know, he's got a lot of game he can play off of it, and it worked out very successfully for him in the last set. Nanase, there was just a lot of pressure being applied there, and he just kept winning interactions off it, especially in neutral to get the corner. Worked out very successfully for Salty, so I'm curious what adaptations GreyFaiden has. And
already starting off with the J6C, one of the giant jump-ins, the main giant jump-in that Salty's going to be using. But right now, it's looking pretty even so far. Salty currently is going to have Cycle, and he is going to be converting off that Bitatsu. Unfortunately, it's missing. Yeah. That was weird. That was such a weird convert.
Hey, but that's what happens. That's that tournament nerves up here in Grand Finals. You're so close to the title that sometimes you can get a little bit too sweaty. Nice back throw into the corner and a mash out on the DP. Good. Fireballs.
Space with fireballs. Rebeat to make save. All right, gonna be catching Salty with that 5C. Gray is looking really good here, but he's gonna need one more interaction to kill.
Yeah. And keep in mind, this is Grand Finals. Everybody gets to lose twice because this is a double elimination bracket. So even if GreyFaiden wins the set, he has to win another one because he's on the loser side. Salty's got a lot of an advantage right now. Good 2A challenge. GreyFaiden just going to seal up that round. Good start already, though. This is the air movement Nanase is known for. So many flexibilities with those options compared to anybody else in the cast, and good zoning options to try and challenge Akatsuki in a high range. But right now, these safe long-range A fireballs are working wonders. Good grab, putting into the corner, and now it's Salty's game.
Ooh, high counter from GreyFaiden there. Just patiently waiting for him to just let up a little bit. This is a very good situation here for him. Ooh!
It's a challenge.
Yeah, Bitatsu lasting very high up, and reacting to the Super Flash with his own EXDP. Salty is just sitting here comfy.
Phenomenal play right now. Yep. Good fireballs, getting a lot of damage, and just continuing the nice little loops. You're in the corner. What's it going to be? High-low goes for that axe kick, but nice throw to close it out. Super solid stuff. Hasn't used too much Chop so far in this match, actually, I've noticed.
Chop is usually seen much later in the set because you have to establish the mental stack first.
Yeah, that's true. You got to get that mental stack being built up before you can start breaking through it with a long-range overhead. And good start for GreyFaiden, though, finding a big hit. Not going to be able to set up the tornado quite yet, not quite in the corner, but a little bit more con oboe. Nice match out, though. Salty with a cancel into the EX fireballs. A lot of damage there.
Right now, both these players are just kind of jousting and throwing fireballs. You do have to be a little bit careful. Good shield on the J6C. Air shielding that does make it much easier to actually stop and start challenging Akatsuki again. And Gray is going to be using that to great advantage here, getting about 3.7, 3.8K here.
Been able to
uses the CS to get the EXDP, and he's going to get the mash version, which is going to kill.
Yeah, that's
GreyFaiden taking game 1.
That's the absolute classic there in a game like Uni. And in any system with these Roman cancel S cancels, just being able to pop it when there's a gap, mash out a reversal, and worked wonders there. The Akatsuki had already committed to that 2A. There was nothing he could do. And already GreyFaiden starting off, doing a great job of using tricky air movement, but big whiff on the DP.
This is a huge punish. 6C is Akatsuki's largest starter because it's a giant counter hit uppercut.
Yeah.
Tons of damage is going to be coming from that. But right now, Gray is going to be resting it back.
Good. He got an unfortunate situation there, chain shifts, and still got clipped by the fireball that came after by Faden. And now he's kind of stuck in the corner. He's doing a good job of trying to challenge and dash out, but gets clipped at the low. Faden's going to push him right back in there, and even if he lives, he's going to have to hold a setup. This is not fun.
All right, what's the mix-up? just tech the throw there, very nice. Anti-air the jab, anti-air whatever option Salty was going to be doing, and just confirming out with the 2As. Really smart from GreyFaiden, just trying to like figure out if Salty was actually going to mash. Ooh, and punishes the parry with that falling normal, looking like Melty Blood out here.
For real, great job on the aerial movement. And again, that's a big thing that Faiden's been working so well at this set. The top, oh wow, nice job with the
dash
overhead.
up 660. The overhead from there is extremely big. Getting the grid break and the cycle there means a ton of damage is just going to be like added on.
Yeah, should just be able to cash out and kill. No, I'm tripping.
No, one more.
Still got another chance.
This isn't Wagner. You usually don't have 7K combos here.
Yeah, that's right. Good veil off by Salty. Wasn't able to get out of jail there, but has slowly been able to establish back into this mid-screen. The biggest loss you can take if you're GreyFaiden right now is getting clipped and getting blown up, but doesn't have enough to really destroy someone. It's still going to hurt a lot, though. 40. Now Salty's in actually a reasonable position here. Nice run-up grab.
Salty does have a lot of grid here, but he's going to need to find a good time to use it. He's just going to use that to make himself a little bit safer. Puts himself in the corner, and he's going to put himself punishable by GreyFaiden. Gray is going to be taking game 2.
That was the perfect time for a challenge with Gray, too. Like, really sniffed out that stagger pressure that Salty was trying to go for. And as Salty went overhead with that jumping 6C, went right under it, got the corner, and then just confirmed out of it. You had enough life to live another interaction or two, so you weren't worried if you're Nanase, if you're Salty in that situation.
It's definitely something to say about the reactions that certain players have, because Uni is a game where dashing under things or just dashing around is pretty good just because of how good dash blocking is.
Yes,
dash blocking coming out almost instantly. It's not really something you see in other games. So seeing that kind of movement incentivize is very good. But we are going to be seeing Gray go get air grabbed by Salty here. Salty already like probably just checking his notebook.
Exactly. First one in the set so far. Reset for the pressure. Nice challenge.
Good side swap. Just gonna be chilling over here. Set the fireball. All right, what's the mix?
Chain shift. Good pressure. Gets out of the corner. Is able to kind of deal with all these tornado spins. Oh, good challenge. Put right back over.
All right. Just converting at mid-screen, going for the hard knockdown here and setting up another fireball. Gray is trying to be a little bit more patient than he has been on this round, I think.
Yeah, and it's like, so far, it's been a fairly even set. Nice, gets the air throw, pushes right back down to the ground. Wow, missed the first throw, but no punish. Just able to rip it off for a second one. Chain shift, but gets caught by the DP himself. Or by the dive kick.
No convert off of that, but Salty is going to be getting hit by that overhead 660. Looking kind of rough and not going to be a KO.
Oh, wait a second, drops it down. Bam.
Oh my god, another drop. And
DP.
Yeah, BDPing through the Bitatsu from Salty. GreyFaiden is sitting at set point for now. We might be seeing like a true grand finals after this.
Yeah, we actually might see that true finals coming up in just a second here. Salty's going to have to do a lot of work if he wants to try and take back this set. But hey, with 2 sets to lose, you know, you got a lot of time to figure it out. Nice block on the 6-6, or on the jumping 6C. And you got to just hold a lot of this fireball pressure because Faiden's been doing such a good job about maneuvering around Salty's own pressure. Good throw into the corner, sets up the fireball, and now you've got to hold more stuff. Good challenge with the A, though.
All right, Salty getting the side swap.
Good stuff.
And the full corner carry as well, just to really get it in there.
Oh,
and punishes the 3-CAD with his 6C. Giant damage, and just going to be putting Gray in so many more bad situations.
Tries to chain shift to take his turn back, but unfortunately Fayden already stuck out a hitbox. You have to hold that. Nice. I like the cancel into the EXDP to keep it going. Salty looking good on this round. He's just got to get one more interaction and he'll be able to close it out.
Yeah, Salty's EXDP reactions are so solid and going to be opening Gray up with the 2 AAs.
That dash 2A, really, really good stuff. Finding a way in and just closing it out. Works out. Oh, and a big...
Possibly a big thing that could have happened. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to convert it there. Gray going to be taking full advantage of that and push him further into the corner. Tries to reset him.
Now you're in a bit of a sticky situation here. You're going to have to hold a lot of this pressure. Nice, goes into the EXEP to keep the plus frames going. Chain shift to get the anti-air, pushing right back into the corner, and we're going to keep the pressure going, extending it back up. I like the dash back to try and pay out an option from Fayden, but Fayden didn't fall for it. Finding another opening with the 5A. You are just going ham right now. Oh,
Just poking away. Just poking away. Gray is going to be mashing out with this 2A. Pretty good move. I believe 5 to 6 frames. I think it's a 6-framer.
yeah. Fortunately, Fayden had that tornado just a little bit too late, so there was enough time for Salty to chain shift out and just jump over it. But great DP. Again, Fayden has been on point with everyone so far.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, no. No dash out from Salty.
That's huge.
That's actually a very big, because now he's not going to be able to fully confirm, and now he's stuck here.
Oh, the jumping cross up gets the closeout.
The cross-up JB from like half screen, very nice from Salty. He's finally got a game on the board. And this might be where things start to snowball, because once Salty usually gets a game, this usually means he's found his footing.
Yeah.
And Salty, like when he finds his footing, he runs back hard.
And like, especially like the challenger who's been running through this loser side has the momentum. Now you're trying to shut it out a little bit, and you've stopped a slowdown in the train. So Salty's got a lot of opportunities here. Took a loss on that first interaction, but not the end of the world. You still have a lot of flexibility, and it looks like Salty might be primed to win the cycle, but good defense. They're both trading out so close. It's hard to tell. Oh, good grab, but this is going to confirm the cycle for Salty. He gets that damage buff, so if he gets another hit here, he's really going to be able to cook, especially thanks to chain shift. Another run-up grab. He's grid broken. Huge situation to be in, and you're going to take so much damage from this. Oh.
All right. Living on a health, living on like a sliver of health in a dream.
Nice.
Gonna be getting parried by Akatsuki there. Salty is just turning it around. This is like the exact opposite of what we've been seeing here. But a good high counter from Gray, beating out, I believe, probably just the Tatsu or another fireball attempt from Salty.
Go right back into the corner.
I kind of wanted to play a little bit more patiently, but Salty seeing that, shimmying around. Dash forward, dash back, tries to TRM.
Yeah, but it didn't quite work out. Good window on the tech there. GreyFaiden still had time. Both of them are doing such a good job at these throw OSs. They're not falling for anything, and it's working out super favorably for them. Great air movement to avoid that fireball. Trying to challenge out of the corner, but Salty maneuvering around Faiden's very own fireball, and they're trading back to mid-screen. Oh, the B-Tatsu.
Ooh, counter hit J6C. Things are looking great for Salty, tying it up with 2-2. We could be seeing just Salty coming back from this. He's riding a giant momentum wave right now.
And like, let me tell you, those 2 rounds there looked very good for Salty. Like, they looked very definitive. He seemed very in control of the situation in a way he hasn't been this entire set so far. And it's looking like a much more scary situation. GreyFaiden, who was up 2-0, looking to reset the bracket, now having to do a lot of work to just get another chance to win the tournament. Salty's in control here so far.
I'm very happy that like Gray looks like he's adapting as well, though. The way that he's moving here is much differently than how he was moving the last 2 games.
Yeah.
And that is probably going to be what he needs. He's going to be getting that high counter off of that counter hit from the B-Tatsu. Just pushing Salty into the corner here.
Good chance. I like the wait out, but still found a clip there. Throws back into the corner, gets a side swap, and now we're going to have those jumping Cs. I like the cancel there for the charge. Instead goes for the throw. Great break. Oh, another throw. You're going to take so much damage from everything that you failed at OS.
Oh,
nice.
Really good anti-air with that 6C. Salty right now is sitting at tournament point. He is chilling at this point, but I wouldn't count Gray out just yet.
Yes.
High counter right there on the J2C. Gray going to be using this to get every inch of corner carry that he can. Goes for the knockdown to set up a fireball. Oh my god. And forcing Salty to spin the EX just to get the movement, just to go over that fireball.
Scary situation. I like the run-up. Good challenge by Salty. Faiden's going to have to do some serious adaptations here, especially in this corner that he's not been winning in these past 3 games. He has to find a way out if he wants to try and stay in this bracket. Nice. Caught him with the sword car and pushes back into the corner himself. He's hopefully going to be able to get a setup off of this, and he does. Chain shift, trying to challenge with the jump out B. Oh, and catches with the tornado. Fayden looking like he's going to be able to secure this round and move on to a final round for this set. Oh, great. Oh, throw OS.
All right.
Challenge.
Yeah, right now Salty's just trying to create as much space as possible while being safe about it. Unfortunately, he is going to just get hit by that parry, that CS.
Huge situation to be. Set up the fireball, still safe, nice and meaty. Axe kicks. Got to block high-lows here. Good challenge. Fayden closing it out. We are on a final round for this set. If Fayden takes it, resets the bracket, has to fight through a whole nother set, which is looking so difficult right now. If Salty takes it, he closes out in a good round start. Just going ahead, charging with that D to get the grid, try and win this first cycle.
Not going to be able to get any confirm off that EX dive kick, unfortunately. Salty just going to be dash blocking through, getting so many grid blocks. His advantage here is going to be very scary because he's going to be getting about 100 meter.
And chain shift throw, immediately get a grid break, and now you are in a scary situation as Fayden. These grid breaks have never been successful for Fayden so far. Kind of rough through that first little offensive pressure sequence, but now you get clipped anyways. You're looking at taking a bit of damage, and you've got to hold more pressure. Fayden needs to find an adaptation. What's it going to be? When's the challenge going to come? B Tatsu, nice. Finally has an instance where he can challenge and throws a tornado, finds a way out. Fayden controlling back at himself. Good damage and punishes the DP. Huge for Fayden here.
Really good side swap there as well. This is going to be about 4K. Tries to go for the mix-up, just CS to make himself a little bit safer.
Got to hold all that. Luckily, your tornado prevented Salty from following up there. Oh, I like the dive kick to get away from pressure, assuming he would get punished. Chain shift, both of them are playing out so well, using all their resources. Fayden with a clip. Is this going to be enough for the reset? Fayden resetting the bracket just barely at the end.
Such a back and forth like set so far.
My goodness. I mean, dude, Fayden was up 2-0. I think he was up 2-0 one round before Salty
came back.
Brought it back the whole way, and now we got to reset the whole thing. Great air throw, punishing that huge upwards momentum of Nanase. That's a huge thing you have to do if you're Salty in this situation, and he found it out immediately. Jump in, punish the 3C. Good job. Starting off good for Salty in this reset.
Yeah, Salty, like, after he gets some games in him and he's warmed up, he's very, very scary to fight. He's very analytical the way he, like, approaches this game. So just not being able to, like, running him over, like, is usually the best way to fight him.
Yeah.
But if he gets that game and he gets, like, the read on you,
yeah,
it's going to be a very hard-fought, like, victory if you win.
Absolutely. And right now, like, that first round really proved it. Salty barely took a hit, got a grid broke that he just rode to success from that point forward. I'm talking punish after punish after punish, and we got the Tatsu's air throw. Keep it on the left side of the screen. Great jumping C, that big axe kick, and you're going to close it out with a nice little confirm here. Salty is looking so good in this round already, man.
Yeah, he's sitting up here. Great. Just with 3.4K, a ton of grid. Just be safe, get a little bit of that hop JB, and this should be it. Just converting there with the bar, just spin it.
That chain shift for the double overhead is huge, by the way. Was able to just keep the pressure going, opens it up, and Salty is looking so smooth. You saw how much of a battle it was in Game 5 of the last set for Fayden to take over. Salty's just looking phenomenal right now. Fayden's got to have to find a way to stop and slow down the train that's left the station.
All right, this is just the way to do it, though. Just keeping him out, spaced out with fireballs and throwing him. Just keep him stuck here. Woo! Good tech.
Nice, good, very good tech. Chain shift to try and get the turn back, but not able to find the hit. I really like these throws, too, because there's nothing that makes you feel more stuck in your movement and positioning than getting thrown, especially twice back-to-back in neutral in the middle of the screen.
From the same situation as well. Things are looking kind of rough for Salty here. Gray hasn't taken a bit of damage, and he has so many resources. Gets the arrow blockable as well through that tornado, and that's going to be a perfect for him.
Yeah, that's a great way to come back in the set so far. Double throws there. Really good situation to be in. Like, you got to set up and just Fayden kept it going. And right now, finding a great setup with the tornado in neutral. Going to keep that and push it all the way over to the far side of the screen. Not quite full screen, but you're still in a good situation. Another throw. Man, Fayden, good tech on by Salty, though, finally. Good pressure.
All right,
chain shift.
Raw CS through the fireball. Just become a little bit plus with the EX as well. Gonna be dashing up and doing a 2B. Pretty good starter. Pretty good corner carry on it. Gray and Salty are now stuck back at mid-screen. Things are looking a little bit rough in terms of cycle for Gray.
Challenge, both of them kind of burning their resources as they can. Salty's trying to keep this pressure going because he's at a bit of a deficit right now. Nice, that jumping 6C.
What a dangerous thing to get high countered by as well.
All right. I like the dash back. Oh, the dive kick, but the trade kept Salty in the corner position there and finds that huge beat.
Oh, no. That fireball isn't going to connect, unfortunately, and now Gray is stuck playing Zoner at very, very low health, just trying to, like, leverage his movement as much as he possibly can. Going to be hitting that overhead, though. He's going to need one more interaction to kill, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's a huge way to start. Chain shift to challenge with a B-Tatsu. Salty taking that round. A scrambly round, to say the least. A lot of good positional play. Fayden was trying to claw it back, but wasn't able to. Finding this first one, getting over those EX fireballs, and it's looking really good here. And we're setting up our own tornado. Good set play.
All right, counter it. All right, and Gray is going to be getting a full convert off of this. This is going to be about 3.3, 3.4. Just chilling. Salty does go over the B Fireball, and that is something that you do have to be very careful about with this B Tatsu because it low profiles very early.
Yes, and it's a scary move. It gets over things, it hurts, and you can combo a lot of stuff out of it. Salty found a way out of it, but Fayden, just good challenges, solid neutral play, and kept getting a lot of hits. Now Fayden is up 2-1 in the reset. This is getting back to a tense game again. Can Salty keep it going and he's going to shut out this loser's run? Or are we going to see this happen? True finals.
That was an insane punish on that DP. Just barely not hitting from Salty, and Gray is going to be taking full advantage of it from this. Just try to push him in. Oh my god. And going to be getting that grid break off the 2C. The 2C being a great starter for Nanase as well. Any C starter from Nanase is pretty solid. But 2C is like a very good and it converts from very far away.
Good pressure. You got to hold all of it. Finally finds a position to chain shift DP out of it. Salty's going to have to do a lot of work. I believe he's down 2-1 in the set right now to just try and keep this side winner side bracket alive. But good closeout by Fayden. Huge damage.
Yeah, he's just chilling there. He doesn't have to spend any bar. He's just perfectly fine doing like a basic little BNB. All right. Goes up for the throw. Salty is right now just trying to take everything in, it looks like. Good tech.
Yeah. Good throw tech on each other. Nice challenge. And
yeah, going to be hitting the cross-up as well.
Good combo, putting right back into the corner. And we're going to set up with the tornado. I like that. The chain shift, Bitatsu, again, EX Fireball to keep himself safe and not get punished. Huge starter to find, though.
Salty looks like he's just kind of throwing out a lot of the 6Cs here whenever Fayden is just above, like slightly above him in that range. But he's doing it as a preemptive anti-air, and it's working out quite well just because of how much Gray is going in the air. Oh my god.
Oh, that was the most ambiguous cross I've ever seen. I don't know how Salty found it in his soul to block that, but managed to stay alive there. And you're going to have to close out a lot of this. It's going to be hard to find a way in chain shift to keep himself safe into the EXDP. Love it.
EXDP, and it is going to be refunded because chain shift does give you bar.
Yes, oh yes. Oh, nice. Good block.
Salty's cycle control is looking very strong. Going to be using that CS to get through the parry. We're going to be getting through the overhead there. Yeah. Very nice.
Couldn't cash out the kill there. Just going to EX Fireball. And nice. Double jab, get it closed out. Good situation for Salty, trying to keep the ball rolling into his court. But Fayden is not messing around.
Ooh. We're seeing Gray go back to just jumping up very, very high and just trying to like bait out DPs again. Unfortunately, Salty was like calling that out earlier, but this is like pretty good for him, honestly.
Yeah.
He's able to get back to this point of the game.
Good challenge, right back into the corner, and Salty having that corner is great, but Fayden finding a great challenge out with that nice long reaching low, sets up the fireball. Wow, and instead of just going chain shift B, Tatsu jumps clean over it this time, just challenges the B. Fayden had to respect it because was so scared of the B Tatsu, and this is a huge damage conversion. Full cash out.
And full cash out and corner carry as well. Ooh,
yeah.
5B is going to counter hit, but Gray just was not like prepared for that to launch the way it did. Looking kind of rough. Tries to seal the cycle there with the shield, but Salty is not going to bite.
Salty's very smart, playing super solid, but good clip. Of course, after every run, after every dash, Nanase has a high-low 50-50. So it's a really threatening situation. Even when you're close like that, you can really get clipped and lit up by stuff like that. Good pressure, setting right back up in the corner.
Ooh, Gray's going to put himself in the corner, but he is going to get a convert off of that jab CS. He's going to drop very early, but he does have a convert, and he does have Salty sitting right there, getting counter hit by that fireball. Gray is currently 2-1 over Salty and grand finals at Attack on Texas. And one more game could solve this.
For the losers run from winners final, after a 3-0 winners finals, I thought it would not go this smoothly, but
I was not expecting it to be like this back and forth, but but both these players are both extreme grinders when it comes to that.
Wow, good pressure, finds a low. Fayden keeping this situation going. Great adaptation so far, like especially Salty was finding a lot of ways to punish the air movement a second ago, but Fayden's been a lot more grounded, playing a lot more cautious, and it's been working very well because these long normals, these annoying fireballs, it makes it so hard for Akatsuki to play around. They just control so much space on the screen. Oh, I like that. Good tricky, good parry. throws to get the corner position. Salty gives up some damage, but that stage position is so much more important. Fortunately, Faiden finds a way out. Not great situation to be in right now, and you got to hold this mid-screen pressure.
I love that Gray just backdashed across the entire part of the screen. Oh my god, what a good reaction. Going straight into the infinite where it's spending almost all of that bar, but getting a ton of it back because of how many blocks he had.
Exactly. Chain shifts, infinite. Great place to be. Salty looking really good. Nice run-up throw. Resets into the pressure, and you're going to have to hold this. Another throw. You have techs for that. You have OSs, and he just backdashes. Big whiff, but no whiff punish. Good pressure. We're resetting Bitatsu into the EX Fireball. Chip will not kill, but he's getting him down really, really low here. Good dash out into the TP. Oh, but isn't able to confirm it out. You can't die from Chip, so Salty's going to have to land an authentic hit, chain shift, jump into the air, close that one out. Good situation to be in, trying to set it to another game 5, man. After getting reset, this is a brutal place to be, but Salty can certainly make it happen. Good tornadoes. I like the pressure being set up by Faiden and Nanase, doing a good job of controlling this mid-screen space, because when Salty gets in, it is a very scary situation. Nice challenge. Resets the fireball. Bitatsu get clipped.
All right.
Good pressure.
Yeah, they're both being very patient over here at mid-screen.
They know how much an overextension will punish them. Good throw by Faiden, finding some time to get a little bit of extra charge to win the cycle, and manages to do so. But Salty's got a ton of grid right now. Nice chain shift to try and reset the situation. They're both playing out super evenly. Good DP. Nice. That jumping 6C is so dangerous, and the big whiff on the low there gets over him, and now Salty's going to have a great side switch combo, pushing right back into the corner.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh my god, just enough range, just enough reach for Salty to be getting that hit.
The run up 2As, the stagger pressure that Salty is known for, the AOTX pushing into the corner. We're going all the way back to the West Coast, ladies and gentlemen. Good block. And a good fireball.
Just landing right inside that. We're going to be going into game 5 of Salty versus Grayfayden.
Dude, this game
This is game 10 at this point. This is like a full 10-game grand final cycle.
We have none of these players have been giving anything up for free. They have been playing so hot all the way. If you got Salty, I need to see some stuff in the chat. If you got Faiden, I need to see you make some noise. Support your champions on this game 10 attack on Texas. Good pressure already for Salty. Got a lot of damage, got the corner, but Faiden found a way out and is now going to be able to challenge Salty right back in. Wow, nice block the high mix there. Good stuff by Faiden.
I think we're starting to really see the nerves like come into play here.
Yes.
Both these players have been playing out of their minds for like the past like 20-ish minutes.
Exactly.
And we are starting to see some mental wear, some things that just don't look right.
I mean, one thing I've noticed a lot too is they're playing a lot more passive at this point in the set with how many, with the money on the line, with everything on the line. You've been reset already. They're both playing so much slower and patient because they know how scary a commitment is. We're already down to 35 seconds on the clock, and this thing is not going any faster than it was at the start of the round. They're both playing so careful. Nice Bitatsu into a full confirm. Oh, nice. I like the reset with the jumping 6C, but it wasn't able to work out. Instead, Faiden gets a big clip, and this is starting to get scary. Timer might be a real factor in this round if Salty can block the wake-up.
Right now, both these players are at very similar ranges, but that TRM is definitely going to throw Salty into the red health. All right, air unblockable. No!
Wait.
He drops, but Salty has no way to get this back. There's no way he can do that much damage with that amount of meter in this amount of time.
With 3 seconds left on the clock, even if Faiden had dropped that combo, it would have been devastating. Nice, starting it off with an EXTP. Again, ladies and gentlemen, this is game 10. First round going to Faiden. He is on tournament point, and Salty needs to find a way out. Oh, big clash, but got a hard knockdown for Faiden.
No convert off of that counter hit there, unfortunately for Gray. Being stuck in the corner versus Salty here, and Salty has all the options that he needs. He has CS, and the moment he does anything, he's going to get a little bit of bar.
And you can see the fear on both of their faces. They're so scared to commit and get blown up for a chain shift to reset the pressure. Chain shift back, but the fireball was already coming out. You couldn't punish it, and now you have to hold all these tornadoes. Salty's in a scary situation here. Gets clipped, but not able to confirm into the dive kick.
Yeah, just a little bit of a wasted meter there. Gray not going to be able to get a full confirm here, but he is going to get that knockdown. Very nice. All right, we're chilling.
Oh my god. Bitatsu reached.
Yeah, Tatsu is a projectile invuln, and it's just going to be going through that fireball there. I'm surprised it went as far as it did, though.
Yeah. EX fireball just to keep the pressure going. Got clipped by an overhead. This is not good for Salty.
He's going to need
chain shift.
One or two more touches, and Salty is going to die.
This is where we get the reset, the scary stagger pressure, and not finding a good match out to keep things going. Grayfayden playing smart. Chain shift, he needs to get a couple of hits because he's down on life, and with the amount of time you have left, that's a huge factor. Fayden might just be able to play a zoner safe out for this last 5 seconds, and you see Fayden is just backdashing the whole way. Salty has to find something, and quick finds a clip. And Fayden is your Attack on Texas champion after a 10-game reset.